Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be talking about what to expect from the Elbaf arc, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe, mess with my content and want to see more. So I know, there's One Piece fans out there, bro, that was reading Little Garden when it first came out, bro. I wonder what they think now, 25, 20 years later, we finally an Elbaf arc, an arc that's been, talked about since Little Garden. I wonder how those One Piece fans feel about Elbaf finally starting. They probably feel like me, man, when Wano arc started, bro. I was waiting for Wano for 10 or 11 years because I was watching the anime, ever since Punk Hazard when he teamed up with Law. They would talk about taking down Kaido. I think that was a while. And then I felt like it was just so satisfying for the arc to finally begin. So the main thing is what to expect from Elbaf. There's a lot of things to expect, questions to be answered, things to be talked about. So in this video, I'm sort of going to be talking about those sort of main things that I expect from Elbaf. So one of the main things that I expect from Elbaf is to hear more lore about Nika, the sun god, because basically back on Elbaf, not back on Elbaf, but back on Egghead, it was said by Vegapunk during his commencement speech to the world that basically the legend of sun god Nika was from Elbaf's tall tales, myths, legends, tall tales, whatever you want to call it. So expect during this arc that basically we get more into Nika the sun god. I don't really expect too much about Nika the sun god because I feel as though the main lore around Nika the sun god is going to be around the last island, the Void Century. But I don't know, maybe I feel as though Nika may predate the Void Century. And the main thing about the Void Century is what happened during those 100 years. So if Nika did exist in some way or form, I feel as though he would have predated the Void Century. Another thing that I would expect during the Elbaf arc is we forget. After Wano, the Straw Hats have 3 roll poneglyphs. The roll poneglyphs are poneglyphs that lead to the final island, Laugh Tale. So I don't know if the final red poneglyph that's been missing since from Fishman Island is going to be on Elbaf, but definitely information regarding the last poneglyph they're going to find on Elbaf. At the end of Wano, they were talking about the man with the bird scar. And the previous One Piece chapter, Saul was sort of revealed as the man of the bird scar. Or at least they believe he is the man with the bird scar because we remember when he survived O'Hara, he got a bird scar all over him and stuff like that. And so I basically think that Saul is a bird scar. So I feel as though information regarding that is going to be revealed. And we forget it's been 20, 25 years since O'Hara incident. So Saul has had a lot of things to do since then. So we're going to hopefully see what he's been up to during the Elbaf arc. Another major thing that we can expect during the Elbaf arc is basically Luffy still doesn't know the true name of his devil fruit. He still thinks his devil fruit is the rubber fruit, the Gomu Gomu, but in reality is the Hito Hitobi no Mi model sun god Nika devil fruit. So during this arc, since this arc is revolved around sun god Nika, Nika, the legend of Nika is heavily in the Elbaf culture, in their mythology and legends. So I expect more to hear about Nika. And mainly Luffy understanding that his devil fruit is the legendary devil. So we're gonna see that, and we're gonna see the reaction from Luffy, oh shit, my devil fruit is a sun god fruit. And then not only that, we're gonna see the giants' reaction. The giants, a lot of the giants don't know that Luffy has the Nika devil fruit, or he's related to Nika in any way. And since they're at Elbaf, I feel they're gonna have a reaction to it. During the Elbaf arc, we're gonna get a reaction to it. And another thing to expect, I expect a lot of things from Usopp during this arc. Because, him and Luffy were, dreaming of coming to this place. And, he always wanted to be, the manliest man of the seas. So we should see some major character growth, or at least power ups from Usopp during this arc. Another thing to expect from this arc is basically, how are Bonnie and Kuma going to be dealt with in the story. Whatever their fate in the story is going to be, shown after or during this arc. So that's basically all the main things that I expect from this arc. So don't forget to like and subscribe and mess with my content. Well, anyway, privilege, joy out. Deuces till next time.